Hi, I'm Dr. Bohdanna Zazulak presenting the Core Stability Arsenal from my book, Master Your Core. Before we begin, this is your reminder to check with your medical professional before trying any new exercise. Everything demonstrated in this video is a suggestion. Listen to your own body and feel free to skip any movements that cause any discomfort or do not serve you, or take any modification that feels right. You know your body best. The Core Stability Arsenal provides advanced exercises to challenge your core dynamically using balance exercises, medicine balls, instability devices, suspension training, and plyometrics that teach you to move from your core. Begin with Y balance training on one leg and take turns reaching your other leg, floating your foot slightly above the ground along each of the 3 lines of a Y. For your dynamic warrior, hinge forward at your hips on one leg as you lift your back leg up towards the sky. Bank your outstretched arms as you rotate your hips side to side. Shift your weight to one leg as you lift the other knee up and out into a happy tree. The sole of your foot should approximate but not push into your stance leg. Keep the stance leg straight but do not lock the knee. For your crisscross crunch, lift your knee towards your opposite elbow while rotating your trunk towards your knee. For added challenge, try performing the exercise on your toes. To side crunch, shift your weight to one leg and crunch your trunk to the opposite side as you bring your knee towards your elbow. For added challenge, try performing the exercise on your toes. Drop your hips back and sit back in an athletic position for the squat kick. As you return to standing, shift your weight to one leg and kick the other leg out to the side. Stand up on your toes and reach your arms up in the Y position for your tree in the storm. Tilt your trunk and arms to one side, reaching through your fingertips while pushing your toes into the ground. Begin with both arms extended as you perform the med ball squat, with your weight resting slightly more on your heels. Then drive through your heels to lift back up while raising the ball straight overhead to the sky. For med ball anterior-posterior lunges, hold the ball with both arms straight overhead towards the sky. Lower the ball towards your chest as you step forward and backwards in and out of a lunge position, allowing both knees to bend as your trunk sinks towards the ground. To perform med ball medial lateral lunges, take a wide step out to the side, flexing your hip and knee into a side lunge and driving your weight from the other extended leg. For med ball diagonal lunges, stand tall holding the med ball with both arms overhead. Take a wide step out diagonally to the side at a 45-degree angle, flexing your hip and knee into a lunge and back. For the med ball hip drive, balance on one leg and drive the other leg into the ball. For the med ball trunk twist, hold the ball with both arms in front of you. Take a long step forward into lunge position and rotate your trunk towards your front leg. For med ball core revolutions, pass the ball around your waist from one arm to the other and back around to the front. Try it clockwise and counterclockwise, then progress to variable motions such as circles or figure eights overhead. For the stability bug, synchronize alternate arm and leg motions, first with legs bent and progress to extended legs. To further challenge your core, move your limbs at varying speeds and directions to mimic the unpredictable motions of life. Begin the stability bridge by pressing your feet into the unstable surface as you lift your trunk up. Increase the intensity by squeezing a ball or block between your knees, adding a resistance band around your thighs, or advancing with single leg movement. Try the stability bird dog exercise with your forearms on an unstable surface. Shift your weight forward through your arm, floating the weight-bearing knee off the ground. To further challenge your core, try placing the unstable surface under your knees. Perform the stability plank with your forearms on the ground and feet on an unstable surface. To advance the plank, progress to weight bearing through the hands and incorporate shoulder taps, or lift one leg at a time. Try the stability side plank with your feet resting on an unstable surface. Prop your body up in a straight line from your head to your toes. Try lifting your upper leg and arm towards the sky, then back to the starting position. Advance to weight bearing through your hands instead of your forearm. The superhero is performed lying down with your belly on top of an unstable surface with your arms and legs outstretched. Lift one arm and the opposite leg a few inches towards the sky. Advance the superhero by lifting all of your limbs towards the sky simultaneously. For the stability squat, stand on an unstable surface and hinge at your hips to sit back into an imaginary chair. Drive through the heels to lift back to the starting position. Progress to a single stability squat. When performing sky hops, jump vertically and land softly without letting your knees fall in towards each other. Focus on soft landings on the balls of your feet with no delay between jumps. Begin scissor hops in a split stance with your legs 1 to 2 feet apart. Jump up in the air, reverse your legs, and land with your feet in the opposite positions. To perform lunge hops, stand in a split stance 2 to 3 feet apart. Bend your knees and lower your body. Jump straight up as high as you can, reversing your legs in the air and landing with your legs in the opposite positions. For anterior-posterior hops, dip into a squat position and quickly explode upward and forwards and immediately upward and back to the starting position. To perform medial lateral hops, dip into a squat position, then quickly explode upward and sideways and immediately push upward and back to the starting position. For horizon to sky hops, dip into a squat position and quickly explode up and forward, then immediately squat down and push upward as you reach for the sky. Inchworm hops begin in a push-up position. Transfer all of your weight to your hands, bend your knees to hop your feet forward, then kick your feet out before bringing them back in without delay. The suspension side crunch begins with both hands overhead. Sink your hips out to the side until you feel a stretch along the side of your body and hold. Return to center and repeat on the other side. The suspension rollout begins in a kneeling position, holding the handles with an overhand grip at chest height. Lean forward and hold. Reverse the movement to return to the starting position and repeat. To perform a suspension climber, begin in the plank position. Bring one knee towards your chest. Hold, then return to the plank position and repeat with your opposite leg. To perform the suspended planks, place your feet in the straps, your hands directly below your shoulders, and raise up into a plank. Drop onto one elbow at a time, hold, then raise up onto your hands. For suspended side planks, begin on your side, place your feet in the straps and push yourself up. Lift your hips by pressing into the foot cradles and hold, then rest, reset, and lift back up. For the suspended crunch, start in the plank position, bring both knees towards your chest. Hold, then repeat to the plank position and repeat. For the suspension pike, start in the plank position and hike your hips to form an upside down V, then return to the plank position. For more detailed information regarding advanced stabilization training, please refer to my book, Master Your Core, and remember to consult with your medical professional before performing any exercise, particularly advanced dynamic stabilization training. Dynamic stabilization training incorporates fast-paced challenges to your core musculature that involves quickly and repeatedly stretching and contracting your muscles to develop core power and to facilitate adaptations that emphasize control of your entire kinetic chain and are integral to core empowerment. The Core Dynamic Stabilization Arsenal will train your core to expect the unexpected, to prepare to be disturbed, and to meet all of the challenges of daily life and sports safely. Choose activities that nurture your soul and spirit and bring you joy while improving your core stability and fitness. True empowerment comes from exploration, so explore your own path to core empowerment.